Hello and welcome to my channel Dead Programmers. Today we shall be discussing and learning very important topic in the JavaScript, that is arrays. So here is the basic definition of the array in the JavaScript. So the definition is, an array is a data structure that can hold multiple value in a single variable. Okay, here if we see the syntax of an array, here we have defined the array and stored multiple values in it. Make sure we enclose all the values inside the braces. Arrays are zero indexed, which means that the first element is at index 0. First element refers to the value 1. So if we want to use or console this value, we have to use the index 0, that we will see later on, that how we can print this value or get access of this value. Types of values. Arrays can store mixed data types, which means arrays can store numbers, strings and objects at the same time. If an array has different type of data types in a single array, then the array is called heterogeneous array. What does heterogeneous means? Heterogeneous means it has different types of data. It has different data types. It's called heterogeneous array. And if an array has the same type of data type, same type of values having the same data type, is called homogeneous array. Homogeneous array means array containing single type of values. This means if an array consists of all the values having data type number or the strings or objects, make sure it has same type of data type. So that kind of array is called homogeneous array. And if the array has values consisting of different data types, it is called heterogeneous array. So now we will try to learn how to access the elements inside an array. So if we want to access the value at the 0 index, which means value 1, what will we do? We will simply write name of the array or the variable we have defined for the array, and then use this is how we use indexing to access values from an array. This means we are using or the asking for 0 index value. And what is the 0 index value? Here we can see. Let's see how this works. Okay, after setting environment variable, so we shall try to print this value. Let's see if this selection works. Okay, no, so this selection is not working. We have to comment other sections in order to make it work, but make sure your array is not commented, and also this variable, because this is not meaningful to the compiler. Alright, so simply we will pin must install the latest stable version of the otherwise we are adding some meaningful values. If you press it, you can upgrade and downgrade the version of the node. So here we go. So we can see that 1 is printed, which means that 0 at the 0 index, which value is lying? 1 value. And if we want to get the 2, what will we do? We will simply write console.log. Console.log simply prints the values, and then array. one index,
in order
and
to create Node.js page,
we will run this program.
pages, you have to use npm node.
We can see that it is 2. Now 2 has been added. And what if we want to
project application
access the 3? Then simply we will write array
packages already installed.
3.
So I can see that all these packages in the script is written to the package.
Okay, see, here is the issue. What is the issue? Why this is undefined? Because we are trying to access the index, that is 3, which is actually not lying here. How? We have only 3 values and the index starts from 0. So at the 0 index we have 1, at the 1 index we have 2, at the 2 index we have 3, and there is no third index inside our array. So I am trying to access third index. So what it is printing? It is printing undefined. This means that this value has not been defined. If it is not defined, how can we access it?
Now we are inside.
So simply we will write 2 instead of 3 in order to print the value 3.
npm init. This command is
here we go. You can see now that 3 has been printed. Okay, if we want to, instead of printing all the values separately or one by one, what we can do, if we want to print all the values in one go, we will simply write we will apply for loop on the array. Okay, one thing more that I want to clarify is this array is a variable name, and this is not constant or predefined variable. We can use any variable we want. Like I want to use it if this array consists of the numbers, or I simply want to give a name to it, that numbering. Okay, for example, this is a numbering, this is a simple numbering. So this shows that for we define a variable for any type of array that is somehow meaningful. If I am trying to show or highlight the numbers, an array consisting of numbers, I will simply write the numbering. And if this is a list of players, I will simply write list of players in this way. So I have to replace this variable here too, otherwise it will throw an error,
or the Node.js application,
because this array has not already been
currently the
declared.
Dependencies are not installed, but we can.
So here we go, all the numbers are printed successfully.
So we have our
in order, if we want to print all these values in one go, what will we do? We will simply use for loop. Alright, so we will define for loop. Let loop starts from the 0. Don't worry, if you are unable to understand, do not worry about this. I will create another video for the loops. So where there I will be clarifying you everything about the loops. Okay, we must define a variable name. Here we have a I variable name that starts from 0 and goes till list of players.
The package is added. So
dot
simply you
length.
need to write.
The length is an array method. Okay, that basically gives the
at the very top
count of the values inside an array. And we go and increment. I plus plus is an increment. So here console.log,
we will go to our project and
I will simply write
paste that
list of players,
and we will press the enter.
I. What will this do? This will simply iterate over an array. This loop will simply iterate over an array and print all the values it has
inside our package.
So we will comment out these consoles in order to get our answers in clear terms.
All dependencies will be listed here. Whatsoever dependencies.
Here we go. So we have all the values printed here. So
express.
there we have only three numbers inside an array. We can have anything inside this. If, okay, let me some more examples. Okay, if it has name, okay, suppose if it has a Nasim inside it and I want to print it. See, this is how an array in JavaScript looks like and works. This is now a heterogeneous array. Why? Because I already defined a term called heterogeneous array and homogeneous array. Heterogeneous array has different data types. Okay, different type of data types. Different data types. So here we have, this is a string, this is a simply a number. It can also have a boolean value, false. Okay, so if we run it, we will see that false will be printed. Here you go. So we have three different types of data types inside an array. This is called a heterogeneous array. And if we have same type of that we already had consisting of only of numbers, okay, if we call this array an info because it is highlighting some info, and we have to use info here as well and here as well. So let's see if it works. Okay, it is working fine. So this is all about the array. If you have any question or query about arrays, I will also be creating arrays video on the array methods and everything related to the array in the next videos. So do not worry about that. I will clarify everything about the arrays and loops as well. So my next video will be on the methods one by one. So in the next videos you will be getting more insights on the arrays. Thank you so much. If you have any question or any query, let me know in the comment section. I will respond to your query as soon as possible. Thank you.
It will send hello world.